Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios, Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I am the mailman and the CEO. In case you didn't know, every time I come, it's time to go. Because I don't know talk. And on the phone, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
You already know it's your boy Alex, the motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley of podcasting, also known as the leader of the Fuck the Mr. McMahon group, Fuck that 205 trash ass show. And now also kind of throw Austin Theory in there because he's just going to get shoveled down the throat of everybody like Roman. Also known the man that beat the triple cross day, how to run into a cross day. I'm moving from OnlyFans from state to that junk on Hulu. I see that everybody like Hulu.
And on the boards, we got the franchise JK.
I'm having a good glance right now, and I wish I was an only fan of these.
This picture has no particular story to it. We're just going to admire two people that have been recently released, and they are absolutely stunning, beautiful, pretty as fuck. Whatever you want to call them. We're just going to look at it for a couple minutes while we do our normal...
they're released all right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, they released it. If you give me about 20 minutes, I will also be with them.
Put me in a room with them and I will release too. It might be on myself, but regardless, I will be releasing.
B-A-R-S.
Hey, look.
Bars.
Look, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Hey, man, sometimes you just got to learn how to let loose and hit some high notes. You know, this sound like Maxwell.
They are beautiful women.
Yes, they are. Yes.
No offense. I feel like any WWE woman that leaves WWE does not need to make OnlyFans, but
Well, Scarlett Bordeaux already did. I think hers went live on Saturday, or it was either Friday or Saturday. Hers went live.
Don't let me find out how much that is. I get paid this week.
I think I want to say she's like $7.99. She's she started reasonable. I'm sure it's going up, but she started reasonable.
To be honest, none of them starts off reasonable. Some people just do it cheap like that, and they just give you content out the ass for days. So you kind of got to buy the rest of the stuff. Yeah, that's right. I looked into the money factor of OnlyFans. Trust me, still thinking about making one.
I feel you. How's the weather down there? Because it's been cold as fuck here, but it's like the days that it does just decide to to be stuff fall from the sky, it ends up being rain.
Okay, let me tell you the truth. Okay, once it starts to rain, the city is closed because they know it's cold enough to freeze and leave black ice. So as a Saturday midnight, going like 2 o'clock in the morning to Sunday, Charlotte was closed.
Wow.
Wow. But I was happy because it was off Monday.
Yeah, I was too.
I started at work today, and now it's like, oh yeah, another snowstorm coming Friday.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some wrestling now.
So you want to look at this one more time?
Oh yeah, we can look at it one more time because I'd look at this all day if I had to.
Me too. This is art right here.
Yeah.
You got me messed up. I can screenshot this and stare. This is why we doing the show.
All right, let's get into some wrestling. News has broken that the lineal TNT champion, Cody Rhodes, is currently a free agent. He allowed his contract to expire. Rumors say he wants to appear at the Royal Rumble, but then other rumors say he's burned all his bridges at WWE. He's not going back.
There's no reason to come back.
Right. Other rumors say he did this specifically for publicity stunt because people will think, oh, wait, Cody's leaving. We don't like Cody anymore. Good, he's leaving.
At this point right now, he damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Basically, yeah.
You know what? I'm cool with it. You know
He's
why? At
going to the
the end of
Rumble?
the day,
Not
still feel like Cody doesn't move to WWE.
not sure.
Yeah, I seriously doubt it, the whole, appearing at the Royal Rumble, for knocking down the forbidden door. I doubt that's happening. I believe the publicity stunt side. He just let it expire. He probably already signed the new deal, but he hasn't gone public with it yet. It'll probably get announced after he beats Darby to become the
Or
undisputed champion.
I don't see why you keep taking the belt, but you don't want the world title. Just leave this belt alone.
Yeah.
You could be like Billy Gunn and just wrestle.
Yeah. And somebody told me a joke that Cody's gonna pull a Razor Ramon. Because you got the two champions.
Show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna show up and just have two belts and then just decorate one as his main belt.
Yeah.
At this point right now, I just get big and I'll get both belts. I put the white one and the black one both around my waist and be like, I am the ultimate champion.
Word.
What's crazy is that we're seeing this because we seen last week that we had Mickie James
Mm-hmm.
that she is going to Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And she's the Impact champion still, right? Turn it up.
Yeah. Turn yourself up.
Right. And she's the Impact champion still.
There you go.
And,
Still Impact champion.
And now we got Cody Rhodes, who literally was the TNT champion for TNA. So,
but this is the thing though. From what people say in the back and what people have been saying, WWE is willing to work with outside sources, but AEW ain't one of them.
Yeah, that's the latest thing that came out. They'll work with anybody, within reason, as long as it's not AEW.
They could always say something, but it's not true.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking to work with Mickie James from Impact, but Impact works with AEW, but it's not AEW. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Still stupid, but makes sense. I still want to see Moose show up. I don't give a damn what nobody.
Oh, now Moose challenged Roman Reigns, but I want to see Moose and Lashley. That's what the fuck I want to see.
If Lashley would just get released and go to Impact, I would love to see that match.
To be honest, there's a couple of people in Impact I want to see facing WWE, but I kind of want to see Moose. Roman, just a simple fact, he's a wrestling god and at the table before he faces the so-called leader and owner of the Hurt Business. Because he just hurting his business by Shelton Benjamin and what you call it being put into this bullshit. Yeah,
he beat up Benjamin and Alexander 2 weeks in a row.
It's weird because they make him seem like he is a black copy of Brock Lesnar from back in like SmackDown vs. Raw. He literally just beating niggas up like Dolo. Like, that's great. You could beat niggas Dolo, but where was all this action at when you doing these one-on-ones and losing to niggas? I don't feel bad.
Yeah, so Cody Rhodes is a free agent of his own volition. And over on the other channel, Mustafa Ali, or Mustafa, as he now likes to have it pronounced, ethnically, Mustafa, he has asked for his release from WWE.
You know what? I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
Now, he put out a tweet. I have a message that is much bigger than my dreams in pro wrestling. Despite my best efforts, I will not be able to deliver this message while working with WWE. Therefore, I am requesting my release from WWE. Now, the week before, he put out a tweet in regards to Marvel Studios movie Blade. Apparently, he wants to be in the movie.
He wants to be there. I think that's a good shot for him.
Well, with Mustafa Ali, I see like that would be a great fit for him. But the fact that the man is already talented, we know he's good on the mic, and we know he can perform his own stunts. Why would you not want to move to Hollywood? Have you not seen what John Cena and The Rock and Dave Bautista are capable of? You think Hollywood would kind of want some more people that can do their own stunts and literally been doing this for years and actually be good at what they're doing?
I have something to
You know,
say.
that cuts down on costs of hiring the big names, even though the Rock is kind of faded. Still.
Mm-hmm.
I have something to say to add
Mhm.
on to that. You know, like we just seen like plenty of wrestlers become like movie stars,
Yeah.
and the one best movie star would have been God rest his soul, Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. I just saw, and this is the first time me seeing this. I just
You just
saw the
you
and
just
they
saw they
lived.
live?
Yeah, and they lived.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
It,
that, and I was like, why isn't Roddy in more movies, man? He
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, he was
He
good.
was
Yeah.
really good.
you know,
Because he's such a good talker, regardless of what he's saying, you believe him.
Yeah, exactly.
you,
Him
you
and
know why Roddy wasn't in any other movies? Because Roddy was so dedicated to the craft of being a wrestler
yeah, I
than
know
he
that.
was a movie star that
Mm-hmm.
he wanted to go back to wrestling. That's what he grew up doing. He loved it. He like doing movies with him was a good open opportunity for him to try that. But it was like that took months off from him doing it.
That's true.
So, once you take months off of something you've been doing your whole life, you kind of want to go back to it as much as you can. And I
Now,
guess he didn't like doing as much.
I'm all for Mustafa Ali like having a dream, but for Marvel to take an unproven actor, a person that's not already a big star, and to throw them into a major role, I don't know about
Well,
that.
technically you can't say that because the guy that played Shang Chi in 2015, when Black Panther came out, he suggested that they should do an Asian style character, Shang Chi. He would like
Mm,
to play the role. At this point, he wasn't really acting in a lot of stuff, and they took him and made him the lead character.
okay.
That's
So
true.
Disney will do it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not big on Marvel movies, so I guess okay.
Oh,
If they've established a precedence for it, then I guess that could
I mean,
work.
it makes sense if they have a good supporting cast too, like
Hmm.
just to support the actual star. So,
like, because literally at this point now, Marvel, over the course of this, it felt like forever years of doing movies, there has been people that been came into these movies that we have no idea who half these people are, but now they are household names to a lot of stuff that people watch.
Hmm.
it's crazy,
So
man.
it could happen, but I feel like his message is probably more than Marvel. Because don't forget, he used to be a cop.
Yeah, yeah, in Chicago.
So yeah, so I feel like his message might be something else because he's also a guy for the Black Lives Matter, and he's also like don't talk about it as much, but you can see when something happens, he will tweet something. So I feel like he feels like he can probably help make some things better for some people.
Hmm.
And I'm like, if you go for it, do what you gotta do, my boy. Nobody's gonna hold you back. Fuck him, seriously, fuck this man. Fuck him in the ear. Hate that.
Yeah, you're right. It could be something as simple as he just wants to be like an activist or something. It doesn't have to be about trying to get into movies and shit. Because he does do a lot of like social work.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of social work. Like a lot of WWE stars, do a lot of social work. But the best thing for
Titus
me,
ONeil,
I first of all, that man, if he be on social work, I don't need WWE even hire him to wrestle anymore. They just hire him to do events at this point.
basically.
I
he's the hype
look,
man for
we haven't
events.
seen we haven't seen Titus in anything since World Slide and almost World Slide 2.
World Slide is going to be a phenomenal thing. It's
First,
it's going to be talked
I,
about for years.
Yeah.
I think Watch Culture did a top 10 like moments of like Rumble stuff,
Yeah.
and that was like number 3 for the World Slide.
Yeah. Yep.
The
Yep.
World Slide.
And I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that made number 3. Technically, that should have been number 2 because that was not planned. But God, it was the best thing ever seen
It
alive.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great day. He slid perfectly under that ring.
Yo, he missed the pole by like 5 inches.
Yeah, he did.
Five
Yeah, he was
inches,
so
and that's not a joke. He's fucking cracked open.
Mm-hmm.
he was so close to completely dying
Yeah.
that it was like, and if people would have just laughed, people would just laugh and be like, oh, okay, ha ha ha. If he meant that, why is he not moving?
Because he would have hit that, cracked his head open, and probably snapped his neck because you're just hitting a pole and your neck is going to do this.
Exactly.
Bro, he was running at like Mach 2 down that
Yo,
damn
word,
ramp.
he ran in there.
I don't know why.
He was like, I'm ready. Just
Man,
slid right through
that right there what he needed David Otunga and all of you to be like, hey bro, in the back, hey look, we just got caught. Don't do it. Just don't. As a black community, we just don't want you to do this.
He better be glad they didn't do the LED sides.
Oh yeah, if they had LED boards on that one, it's over.
It would have been over.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, they would have took away the Ultimate Warrior Award and called it the Titus ONeil Award.
Oh, real quick. You were saying Moose crossing over. What about R-Truth? Somebody I keep seeing memes talking about what if R-Truth just randomly showed up in Impact? It was like, wait, you mean this isn't Raw?
Oh my God, I will piss my pants. You understand me? That would be, bruh. At that point in his life, he could just retire. We don't need to wrestle no more. We don't need to R-Truth no more. He can finally age and die.
Like, what if he walked up to Moose and said, "What up, Lashley?"
Oh, Bobby, you got smaller. Bobby, what happened? Right?
He goes up to Matt Cardona.
Zack Ryder, what up, Zack?
He goes, hey, Mr. Woo. Wait, you know, you do look like him. I don't know. You from New York?
Yeah, if he just showed up at Impact and just started cracking jokes.
What if he saw Myers, bro? He's just like,
hey man, you won a match recently?
You still losing? How's your losing streak?
Oh my God. If he saw Jay White, he'd be like, AJ, why you grow a beard? Why'd you grow a beard, AJ? And who's this guy with you? That's Roman?
Is that Kofi Kingston? No, Chris Bay.
No, I was talking about the other dude.
Hickolo?
Yeah. Like, yeah, Roman, why you got so tall? So tribal chief.
I thought you were tall, but I didn't know you were that tall.
I can see so much happening, but there'd be nobody that he can compare to Brock.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Roman, and you know.
Yeah, speaking of Roman, he came face to face with Seth Freakin Rollins. It's actually part of his name now. Seth Freakin Rollins. Yo, Seth spit some truths.
Yo, he literally did too. You know, come on, one time for old time's sake.
He spit some truths.
Me. He said that's beneath me. He said, but at the end of the day, I always came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
While you were still doing things in other places that you shouldn't have been doing. I was like, he has a point.
Mm-hmm.
I can't argue with that.
But Roman's comeback, if I really wanted to main event with a superstar, I would have picked your wife.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Rollins' face looked like I would slap shit out you, bruh. Like, don't.
I mean, no, is he lying though? Becky is the bigger star.
Becky is the one with the belt.
Yeah, she won the belt. She's the biggest star. But
big time Becky.
You know, even with her and Seth Rollins, be the one pushed down our throat. We liked them things.
Yeah.
They don't call her the man anymore, right?
No, because of fucking Ric Flair, he owns the man.
Well, there's that promotion.
Yeah, because
I don't understand how you own that word and you can't own other things.
Copyright law is crazy.
I know. Trust me. I know. I've already been through for a couple of things. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They own Woo, right? They own the Woo.
No, he owns Woo.
Oh, he owns Woo?
He owns Woo.
All right, cool.
They own the Yes Chant.
Yes, they own the Yes Chant.
I meant for Flair.
No, I'm just saying, like, just in general, they own the Yes Chant. They also own
the Lucha.
Yeah, Lucha. They own that.
I don't understand because don't nobody else do it but them any goddamn way, and it wasn't making them no money any fucking.
That should have been the reason to give it to what's his name now.
They own John Cena's name as long as he's under contract.
What is John Cena's real name anyway?
John Cena. That's why they get a piece of every movie he does because they own his name. They get like 2% off of any movie he does.
And he didn't think to do like Matt and Jeff Hardy and I wrestle with my real name, so guess what? I own my real name.
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say something. Shit, I forgot. Wasn't that important?
John Phoenix, Anthony Cena.
What? Come again?
Felix, I'm sorry.
Oh, Felix. Okay.
John Felix, Anthony Cena.
I was to say Phoenix.
Phoenix.
If it is Phoenix, that would be crazy.
Who named him?
Felix. They gave him a Spanish middle name. It's crazy.
No, I know some white boys named Felix. I've met at least 2 in my life.
True.
First of all, I know some white boys with my first and last name spelled the same exact way. I was like, that's ghetto. He is normal. For white people to have it, it's ghetto.
John had 4 names. It's crazy. I only have 3.
Yeah, I have 3.
Where the hell did Anthony come from?
I guess his mom and dad both wanted a middle name, and for them to decide, it was like, fuck it, he could just have both.
Yeah.
My brother named my fucking.
And his dad is just John Cena. I don't think his dad has a middle name.
Yeah, his name is he's John Cena Senior. It sounds so Spanish now that I think about saying it out loud.
Senor.
Yeah, John Cena Senior.
Senor Benjamin.
Oh God, that's not fucked up.
Benjamin. I miss that guy.
Look. Only person I miss WWE right.
I wish somebody could call Shelton Benjamin Senior Benjamin.
Yo, R-Truth.
That's true.
Oh my God, yes, he can pull it off and make it a thing.
Definitely do it. Like he comes out in the sombrero or something. He's like, Senior Benjamin. WWE would do it too.
And then fucking Matt's wife would go nuts on Twitter because of it. She's pretty, but she needs to shut the fuck up.
Hey. She ain't got shit to do but sit home and then push out these kids. She got nothing else to do but type. Leave her alone.
She's Puerto Rican. Of course she just sits home and pushes out kids.
Hey, first of all, 1, that's kind of racist.
I know.
2, it's not her fault. Look. And 2, it's not her fault. Matt Hardy don't know how to pull out. That's his fault. He don't know how to pull out nothing. He don't know how to pull out WWE in time. He don't know how to pull out AEW in time. He don't know how to pull out nowhere in time.
He does. Yeah, his pull-out game is weak when it comes to that.
Oh, she posted something on Twitter. She's been pregnant every other year for the last 6 years.
Yes, bro, it is weird. And then like New Year ball drop and that picture she took where she was like bent down at the outside.
Yeah.
And then Matt Hardy put on Twitter, like another baby might be in store. I said, bro, stop, stop. Like, leave her alone. Let her rest.
Well, yeah, let her uterus rest.
Sounds like my first ex-girlfriend.
Also on SmackDown, Lita returned. I don't think that was that big of a deal, but fuck it, it's Lita.
It wasn't, but it was a bigger deal than the fact that Charlotte came out and gave Charlotte flinched, just like every other person that gave Charlotte.
Yeah, and then Lita slapped the taste out of her mouth.
Yeah, but then people was online saying that twist of fate was weak, and I'm like, bruh, Charlotte looked like she had missed timing on that because she gave her all the timing in the world to hit that right.
Yeah.
And
But at the same time, just Charlotte.
She could do the twist of fate. I mean, shit.
Although, remember when she came back the first time, she almost broke her neck on that moonsault. She just barely got over. So Lita, I don't think is all there physically.
Between that and the 1000th episode with all the legends, and she hit that perfect moonsault.
Yeah, that one was good.
Like, that's when you didn't wait. Look,
yeah, but
I'm trying to figure out one thing about Lita though, and I need somebody to help me with this, right? What is up with her neck? It looked like she had surgery or a scar there.
I was gonna say.
I think it's a tattoo.
No.
I don't know. I follow her on IG. It's been like that. There's no makeup covering or nothing. That's just her neck. I'm like, when did that happen?
Her neck. Yeah, her neck. Maybe she had that surgery.
Yeah, it could be.
How they stitch it up.
They cut under her neck. They cut under her chin, pulled her face down to get rid of the wrinkles, and it was like, let's just staple it right there by the throat.
Oh yeah, or maybe she had a facelift and it scarred badly.
Plus, yeah, she has Botox, so she definitely.
was hoping that's it because like when she was talking and they kept showing her, I just kept looking at her neck. Like I was like,
Me
all
too,
I was,
bro.
whoa! I was just looking at.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that neck. I was like, damn, what's up with her neck? You know, her
Yeah,
neck was
but
not like that
through
before.
that through that whole program, they're kind of going to push forward and have her versus Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm like, just because of that little program, you're going to have her versus Charlotte. Not
Well,
many people can do the same thing. I'm so
Then Trish
confused.
might come back.
yeah, because in the promo, Lita said, "I want one more run." So like, I mean, I'm guessing that'll probably be at Saudi Arabia
Probably.
at Elimination Chamber,
Oh,
because Charlotte's in the Royal Rumble, so it's not happening at Rumble. And I have this sneaky suspicion that Charlotte will win the Rumble as champion and then challenge Becky to unify the titles.
I feel like that's what they need to do at this point.
Because if you're getting Roman Brock, obviously they're going to unify the titles too. Because I keep seeing that WWE wants to unify the titles and just not necessarily kill the brand split, but they're going to finally do it right with just have one belt and have a traveling champion.
yeah, we all know who's going to win that. That's going to be Roman because Brock don't travel that much. That man don't show up to every show unless he's champion.
Yeah.
And even if he's champion, he still don't show up to every show.
Nope. He wasn't on Raw last night.
What's up,
Yeah,
bro?
so we all know who's going to win that. It's going to be Roman because Roman is a guy that's going to teach every.
Although Brock was on Raw and SmackDown last week, so that's probably why he wasn't on tonight. Last night.
It's sad. I kind of forgot Raw was on. So like YouTube started posting. I was like, oh shit, I forgot today's Monday. Damn it.
Nah, it was one of those nights where it was just on in the background and ain't shit happen.
Yeah, I cut it off very early last night when I was recapping on Raw. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, I was watching some bullshit on my laptop on Peacock.
I think the last thing I watched was when they did the segment with Arcade Bro and Academy, whatever they're calling.
That's so funny. 'Cause that's the only thing I watched up there before I went to watch the top.
Yo, word. It's just like
I watched
dragged
that.
out after that. And then I saw RKO and then I was like, all right, I'm done. That's all I need to see.
Yeah. I guess it is what it is at this point now with Raw. Until they figure out. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to keep saying it. Why is Vince McMahon fucking with Austin Theory so goddamn much?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I said I think I've said this the last 2 weeks. It's great that they're pushing Austin Theory because he's super talented, but at the same time, damn, they're gonna fuck him up.
They will. You know they will. It's just a matter of time because I never go to like handpick Mr. McMahon guys
Yeah,
and say, yo, he is gonna be something. But not just because McMahon picked him. McMahon is gonna fuck him up first. And then he's probably going to be in the Indies again and then develop himself to be a champion. Prime example, Drew McIntyre.
mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre was a handpicked guy too. Look what happened when he was handpicked. He got fucked up.
Yep.
You know, he's gotten in the main mid-card roles afterwards. And then he left. And then he had to develop himself.
Yep.
So he did it for himself, not because McMahon picked him out. And I feel like that's what's going to happen to Austin Theory. He's going to get a mid-card role afterwards, after they're done with him. And he's going to leave or get released and then go Impact or like AEW, whatever. He's going to develop himself.
Yeah, and then come back when he's like 33.
Yeah, and then like all buffed and stuff. And then, yeah, that's when you'll get the championship role.
Yeah.
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 You know how WWE is. They don't hire nobody over a certain age. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
But men, they'll just take anybody at a certain age and run them through the ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Put him in the spotlight.
We have an interesting situation with MLW. They're suing WWE over attempts to monopolize the wrestling industry and to stop competition.
My thing is, what lawyer do they have that they can go to? Matter of fact, what lawyer decided to want to take this?
Their lawyer fucking sucks.
Yeah, I would be terrified. They'd be like, "Oh, we need you. We're going to sue somebody." Who? WWE. Get out of my office.
I was listening to Busted Open podcast, you know, with Bubba and what's his name? They read the entire legal docket. the way this lawyer worded this fucking complaint is complete fucking bullshit.
It's not gonna fly.
It's not going to make it to court. It's going to get thrown out in discovery. It's not making it to court. Unless they're just really going to fucking push this and just keep trying to get fucking witnesses and shit to testify against WWE, and it might make it to court, but I doubt it. I doubt it makes it to trial. It's gonna get thrown out in discovery. Let's see. Here's a quote. WWE has been wrongfully depriving its competitors of critical opportunities for many years, but its latest conduct has been even more unreconcilable. I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say that the anti-competitive behavior has to stop. The lawsuit came out because of two incidents, one of which was when they secured a lucrative deal with Fox-owned streaming service Tubi. WWE has been accused of calling Fox executives and demanding that they terminate the MLW deal with Tubi, threatening to pull WWE-related content from all of Fox networks if they go through. Just days before MLW was set to air on Tubi, the deal was canceled and resulted in the biggest losses for the company. And then the other instance was they were in a business relationship with Vice. Then WWE senior vice president Susan Levinson reportedly called Vice executives to say that Vince McMahon was pissed that they are attempting to enter an agreement with MLW programming.
Bro, you already have everything. Leave them up alone. Have the little spotlight they want.
This is just easy money for WWE. Very easy money.
Here's the thing. I don't even believe the entirety of what they're trying to, perpetrate in this lawsuit. Yeah. Why is WWE worried about MLW? The fifth largest company in America, not including Japan and Mexico, the fifth in America, WWE, AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, and I'd argue right now that GCW is bigger than MLW.
GCW is getting big now.
So MLW is what, sixth?
Yeah, I'd say about.
Because CZW still hasn't really recovered from the COVID, from the pandemic. Who else? PGW still hasn't really recovered. So MLW's sixth. Why would they be worried about MLW?
I do not know, man.
That makes zero sense.
MLW versus WWE is like the Simpsons, where Lionel Hutz sees Mr. Burns' army of lawyers and runs out of the room.
What up, Valdor?
There you go. That was burned.
I'm sure there was probably some casual conversation, but for them to, do things that are illegal, antitrust law, and lawsuits, I don't think WWE went that far to threaten, we're going to pull our programming if you air MLW on Tubi. Who the fuck uses Tubi in the first place?
I do. Like me and the, 6,000 people that owns it. That's about it.
That's the thing. Even Tubi's like the 10th largest streaming app. It's not Netflix, it's not Peacock, it's not Paramount, it's not HBO Max, it's not Hulu. It's down the line in terms of streaming apps.
More?
I'm about to say, yeah, Tubi is something you just have when you just like, oh, I want to watch old school TV shows with one commercial through each show.
Yeah.
That's Tubi.
Yeah.
That's all it's good for, and that's all I use it for. Out of that, I got a better chance of watching I have a better chance of just watching, I don't know, Static from the old Spice Channel.
Niggas got me fucked up.
Oh, man.
So as we talk about wrestling right now, I'm watching the top 10 of Raw,
Uh-huh.
and I just realized what I sent you about Finn Balor, and I am so emotionally hurt.
Yeah,
he
lost to Austin Theory last night after winning like 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Well.
No, there was the bullshit where he lost to Roman in that what was that, Extreme Rules, and the match that wasn't extreme at Extreme Rules.
The Extreme Rules normal match.
Yeah, extremely normal match.
Extremely normal.
Extremely normal.
Extremely plain match.
So from what was heard, Mr. Man doesn't see Finn Bella, aka Prince Devitt, as a main star guy. So he's going to be there to just push younger talent. So he's about to he literally just told the world that Finn
He's
Bella's
Dolph
gonna
Ziggler.
be a jobber.
He's Dolph
He's going to
Ziggler.
be a jobber. He's going to be a jobber until his contract is up and he leaves.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Prince Devitt on AEW.
Word.
I don't even know AEW. I just need him anywhere besides WWE. At this point right now, everybody that was handpicked by Triple H, I just want to see them somewhere else besides WWE.
Yeah.
Shinsuke
Right now,
Nakamura.
they all getting fucked over. Especially shit. If Shinsuke just happened to show up in New Japan, I feel like it would be the best call for him at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like he'd go back, have like a 6 months run, and then retire. You know, just to prove himself again and retire, because he's talked about he wants to retire. So I feel like he just, here's my last run, I'm done.
The sad thing is, I think he just like being WWE because they don't actually do a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like that. So he gets to do a lot of surfing.
Yeah, he lives in Florida and he loves to surf. Yep.
Do you think they're still
Yeah,
mad
so
at him because
he get to do a lot of what he liked to do.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think they're still mad at him because of the whole John Cena moment?
No. No. That was so insignificant, and Cena said it wasn't entirely his fault.
It wasn't.
Cena said some of that was on him. He didn't push off enough.
I would agree it would be Cena's fault, or Cena didn't do much to it because
Yeah.
he didn't know how his style is. Because he was new. It was like
Yeah.
he was brand new. People wanted him in this industry, and I was like, all right, cool. So they put him against Cena.
Yeah.
See what happens. That's exactly what happened. He got dropped on his neck.
In other news, Deonna Purrazzo is once again a double champion. She now has the Woman of Honor Championship, Ring of Honor. Along with, she's the AAA Reina La Reina champion. And I think she has one more shot against Mickie James coming up at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're pointing at based on what they're doing on TV.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, so I think they're just doing like, oh, Mickie James is going to be champion into the Royal Rumble because she can go win as champion at WWE. They can, announce Impact Women's Champion.
Yeah.
And then she's going to lose the belt. And then that's going to be the end of that talk, and we're never going to hear about it again.
And Mickie James is still making sporadic appearances on NWA because of her husband, Nick Aldis.
I'm really surprised that WWE never.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big surprise.
Yeah, because, Nick Aldis is actually just like LA Knight
Word.
and Randy and everybody else. He's great on the mic. Like, when you put a mic in his hand, best believe you about to be entertained
Word.
on the mic.
Word.
And, we just don't, just didn't get that. And I'm kind of happy, though, at the same time, too, because I feel like they'd have made him like Chris Masters and made him a shit show.
Isn't Chris Masters in NWA?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the NWA,
The national champion, right?
Yeah, he's the national champion, and he's been a good one at it, too.
Yep. Yep.
Since I've seen Chris Masters fight.
Yeah. Breaking news. When the Olympics start in 2 weeks, WWE Raw and NXT are moving to Sci-Fi for while the Olympics are on.
I'm about to say, yeah, just for that one night, right? I'm about to say, because
No, it's like 3 weeks because the Olympics are like 3 weeks long, and it's every day.
It's a one-time thing. I'm just saying it's a one-time thing. It's just weird because Raw's been on what? TBS,
Yeah.
TNT,
Yep. Spike,
and
now USA.
You're going to Sci-Fi. Like, where do you not lie?
Well, ECW was coming on Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah, but Vince don't give a rest for ECW. That shit don't exist. If ECW existed, we wouldn't have had the zombie, the vampire, the other weird jobbers that was monsters. and then we wouldn't have got all the rest of like CM Punk, Big Daddy P, and all of them. So ECW then was like not Sunday Night Heat, not Velocity, but it was like I feel like it was FCW just on TV.
Okay. Also, I think I'm terribly wrong because Ring of Honor has booked the Supercard of Honor for April 1st in Dallas, Texas. WrestleMania weekend. So I guess I'm incredibly wrong. They are going to be coming back like they said they were. If they're already tickets go on sale January 21st, 11 a.m. Eastern time for Honor Club members.
So they're still hanging on.
They're hanging on.
By a thread. Oh my
God! But they do not have anybody under contract. They're just going to be, hey, you want to come do a show this weekend? Are you off? It's that kind of thing.
Okay. They're just trying to live, man. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They're trying to live, and I don't knock it. I really don't.
Yeah, so Deonna Purrazzo just won the women's title. Jonathan Gresham defended the pure title on Impact 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. Yeah. So they're still doing stuff.
Yeah.
The Briscoes are still the tag champs.
And they want to go to AEW so bad just to fight FTR.
Yeah. Yo, like what is it like? They've they're on like their third promo and FTR hasn't answered.
No, they haven't.
No, I think they answered once, but it wasn't really that good. But the Briscoes are killing them. And then fucking Jim Cornette got on Twitter. He's like, Jim Cornette wants to see this match.
We all want to see this match.
Bruh, I'm telling you, it's the match it's not the match that we wanted, but it's the match that we deserve at this point.
It's the match that we need. Right
Yes.
Yes. We need this match. Like, the Briscoes and FTR, I feel like at the end of the match, somebody's going to be severely hurt. There's going to be a lot of blood, and there's just going to be a long. We just need this match.
Yeah.
We just need a death match from these guys. Like.
So you know how you were just talking about how Finn Balor's like pretty much dead in WWE right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is having a really bad time right now?
Rhea Ripley.
Yes, Rhea Ripley. Did you see the meme that Okay. So Vince Russo of all people, he offered his thoughts.
God, yeah.
He offered his thoughts on how to book the two of them. Vince Russo thinks WWE should book Rhea Ripley as Finn Balor's bodyguard, like China was Triple H's bodyguard.
I'm not gonna lie. When I read that, I was like, that sounds weird. But then as I think about it, I'm like,
it just might
but that
work.
would be dope. Like, that might be the best idea Vince Russo had in a long time.
It's just stupid enough to work.
It might work. Yeah. It's just like I don't ever.
It's like I don't want to give Vince Russo credit, but it's just stupid enough to work.
Like, I gotta give him credit now because this might be it. Like, it wouldn't make Finn Balor soft.
Nope.
And it wouldn't make Rhea Ripley look any stronger than what she is. She'd just be interjected in most of his matches against the guy.
Yep.
And Finn would still win. So, I think I gotta give Vince Russo credit. This might be the best idea he had in a long time. That ain't stupid.
And because she's Australian, it gives them a reason to both have an accent. Because Australian and British is kind of close.
Almost.
It's kind of close.
Almost. It's damn near almost there.
It's like New Jersey versus New York accent.
We're almost there.
It's almost.
We got differences.
Because when somebody from New Jersey goes to the South, oh, you from New York? No, I'm not from fucking New York. I'm from Jersey.
Right, I still get that to this day. If people know I'm from New Jersey, they'd be like, "Yo, you been upstate New York all the time, right? Why the fuck would I been upstate New York? I'm from New Jersey. I got shit to go up there for. What the fuck kind of shit is that?"
Upstate is very far from where we're at.
Yeah.
Nigga, it'd be cool. Where we at. Upstate it'd be snowing. Why? I like the snow. Why the fuck am I up there? I'm not up there for that.
All right, let's jump into Ultra Fantasy Booking. Dun dun dun. But before we do that, breaking news: Jon Moxley returns tomorrow night, and he's also booked for the GCW event on Friday night. So he's going to defend his championship. I forgot what title he has in GCW.
Welcome back, champ.
Yeah, yeah. Breaking news.
Nice. Welcome back. I can't wait to see Jon Moxley again.
Yeah, Moxley's back. All right, so we're going to kick off. First, I'm going to book my pay-per-view for January, and then we're going to have our extended draft, which we, kind of fly-by-night idea last week, where we're just going to pick people. We're going to give them to J-Kid, and J-Kid's going to randomly give us who we get to keep for our roster. Yeah. So my show for this month is Genesis. Impact Genesis, which they haven't used in a very long time. So I'm going to kick the night off with how do I even describe this match? It's a 9-man elimination tag team table match.
I felt like that was inspired by what I said before.
Yeah, it kind of is. So we got The New Day versus SCU versus Undisputed Elite in a elimination table match. So the last team, so you have to put all 3 members through a table. Not at once, but 3 members through a table. If you get put through a table, you're eliminated. You have to leave the ring. And the rest of the team just continues until there's 6 people eliminated. 2 full teams are eliminated. So, a full team can be left. 2 people from a team can be left. 1 person from a team can be left. So we're going to have a 9-man elimination table match. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of tables. We're going full ECW for that one.
Let's go.
EC Dub. Next up in the women's division, Thick Mama Pump, Jordynne Grace, is going to take on the native beast, Nyla Rose. So two big hoss ladies going at it.
2 big meats.
Two big meaty women slapping meat.
That's my fantasy match right there.
Next up, the man that WWE seems to hate, Finn Balor, will be taking on Kazuchika Okada. I don't know that I've actually seen them in person. I could be wrong, but in my promotion, they're gonna have a match. Finn Balor and Kazuchika Okada.
That's an interesting pick, though.
Yeah. Next up, the AEW Tag Team Champions, the Usos, will be taking on Santana and Ortiz. Switching it up a little bit in the tag division.
That's a good tag match that I want to see.
Next up, Asuka, the reigning TNA Women's Champion, not a knockout. She's the Women's Champion because I'm using the 2012 belt. Okay. Will be taking on Mickie James.
Sound like a match I really would.
Now, when Mickie James came back to WWE in like 2015 or 16, she had a match in NXT against Asuka for the NXT Women's match. And that match was awkward as fuck.
It was super awkward.
I think they just didn't have chemistry. It was awkward. It wasn't bad. It was just awkward.
Some bumps weren't really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that match vividly because I don't remember it afterwards. But I remember it being awkward too.
Yeah.
So much bad bumps.
Next up, backstage, Michael Cole is going to interview Paul Heyman. So, Paul, what will happen tonight if Brock Lesnar isn't given his title match tonight? Michael, if I knew what would happen, why would I tell you? Why would I give you a spoiler? So, next match. For the IWGP Championship, champion AJ Styles will be taking on Nick Aldis, the National Treasure. Now, regardless of the outcome of the match, after the match is over, Brock Lesnar is going to come out to the ring. He's going to get in the face of whoever the champion is. And out comes Shane McMahon behind him. Brock. Slow down. You're going to get your title match tonight, and it's going to be right now. So, Brock turns around. He looks at them. But Shane says, whoa, slow down. Whoever's the champion, you can leave. I don't need you. You can leave. So then Heyman comes out and says, how exactly are we going to have a title match if you're telling the champion they can go home? So Shane says, I said Brock can have a title match. I never said it was a world title match. So I will be presenting the title and a currently vacant title to the winner of Brock Lesnar versus this man. And this man is Walter. So Brock Lesnar versus Walter for the WCW United States Championship.
Let's get it on.
And that's the main event.
That's awesome.
I'm okay with that happening. I want to Walter. Brock.
You keep the show interesting, man.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. So Brock Lesnar has his title match. It's not a world title match, but he has his title match. In the main event,
right
no
now.
less. In the main event.
Fighting Walter.
So now I need a fatal four-way between Walter, Brock, Keith Lee, Bobby Lashley.
Oh, shit.
I need that as a match.
If that
I
is...
feel like that match would be like probably 15 minutes of just them dying, because after like the first 5 minutes, they all gonna be full sweat, tired as fuck.
That was like, what was that match? It was Brock, Roman, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman. And that was the night. That was the night Brock Lesnar punched Braun Strowman in the face, and he ate it. He ate it.
He hit him with that right hook, and he dropped down to that knee and looked at him, and I was like, bro, you can even drop Brock with a full right?
He was like,
That's scary and terrifying at the same exact time. Like, he ate that punch, and you hit him for real. Like,
Yeah.
Braun ate that punch and he stood up after that.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
This
he'd
man could definitely
have hit me, and it'd been like, stand up.
But you can see Brock's like, slow down, because Braun was doing whatever he was doing too fast. So he's like screaming, slow down, and he didn't. So he just you gotta get the message across.
And this goes back to what Brock said before. He like wrestling smaller guys for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's the reason, because they take their time. Big people can't take their time because they're supposed to be picked on as being big, strong, and hard hitting. So they don't get time to do any crazy moves like the smaller guys can do.
Yeah. All right. So now we will have our extended draft. All right. The people that I am putting into the pool, the two singles that I picked are Hook and Jacob Fatu.
Hook and Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
Wish I had a pen. Hold on.
Oh, no. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to randomly write them down. Then I'll make a list of 1 to 12, and then you just start picking numbers.
Okay.
Alex, you get this number. Darth, you get this number. We're going to just make it nice and simple like that. So that way you're not actually seeing what the order is of the people. You're just going to pick numbers. The women that I picked are Mercedes Martinez and Piper Niven. The tag teams that I picked are House of Black, and I picked AOP.
Even
with Paul Ellering.
And I forgot all about them.
Yeah. All right. So who you got, Alex? Who you're picking? Who are the people you want to put in the pool?
Okay. So for my two picks, I'm pitting Tommaso Ciampa,
Okay.
and I am pitting this part because I have a lot of singles, but I want to pool. But Tommaso Ciampa is going to be one, and the second one's going to be LA Knight.
Okay. I was thinking about LA Knight, but I was like, I gotta have Hook and Fatu in this thing.
Yeah.
Hook would be
For tag teams, I'm gonna go with what the hell is that ROH tag that invaded Impact?
Oh, you mean Mike Bennett's group?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. What is their name?
the invasion that happened.
I'm just gonna write down Mike Bennett's group for the time being. Mike Bennett faction. Well, I'll look it up after, but I fucking forgot already.
Yeah, I'm going with that faction, and for another tag team, I am going with was it Death Triangle?
Okay, Death Triangle. All right.
And
Pac and the Lucha Brothers.
yeah, and for women, I'm going with what's old girl from NXT, the one that we are obsessed over now?
Oh, Nikita something. What the fuck is your last name? You talking
I
about
don't know.
her? Or you talking about the Spanish chick, Electra Lopez?
No, I'm talking about Nikita, the thick white.
Oh, okay, Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, because I stalk her page, so you.
Oh, I do too. I do too. I absolutely do.
And I'm also going for Victoria.
Okay, a nice throwback, Victoria. All right, now J Kid, here's your part.
Right.
Just start picking numbers 1 to 12. Alex can have the first pick.
All right. So let me get a drum roll on this.
Get a drum roll, a nice one.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Your number will be number 5.
Number 5. So Alex gets AOP with Paul Ellerling.
Cool.
He's like, cool.
Next pick?
For you.
Yes, for me.
Your pick will be number 7.
Number 7. So I get Mike Bennett's faction.
Mike Bennett. Nice. That invasion too.
Yep.
I was trying to look up the name of that faction. I still can't.
It was at
What is it?
it was at the last pay-per-view.
Was that Battle of the Righteous? Something like that. Oh well. All right. Next number. Right.
Yep.
Number 8.
Number 8. Alex gets Jacob Fatu. Shit. I was really hoping for Jacob Fatu. Fuck.
Damn, my bad. well, there's always next year.
Yep.
For you, Darth. Get number 2.
Death Triangle. Wow, we're getting opposite picks. I'm getting stuff he picked, and I'm getting
Yeah.
yeah.
I was about to get that right.
Trying to, spice up the thing a little quick.
All right.
All right. For you, Alex, your next pick. Number 1.
Yeah, he's getting all my picks. He's getting Hook.
He got
Oh, let me tell you right now, Hook gonna come out in commercial break, end show, begin show. I'm gonna treat Hook worse than Tony Khan can.
I can't wait to see that, man. The next runner-up, you're gonna get number 6.
Number 6. I got Nikita Lyons.
Damn it.
This is literally going complete opposite.
This is the
Well, I
draft.
guess I'll be
I'm
watching
telling
our
you.
show a lot more often.
This is the draft. This is J Kid draft.
Next pick.
Number 10.
Wow. Okay, he actually got somebody that he picked. So Alex gets Victoria.
Nice.
Ah, yes.
You get to keep Victoria. There you go. Alrighty. 11.
11. Somebody I picked. I get Piper Niven.
Nice. You guys get the same pick. That's
Get piped all right.
Number 4.
Number 4. Alex gets Tommaso Ciampa.
Hey, I wanted that too. So yeah, I think that. Hey,
That's an interesting pick too.
so that sounds like you might get LA Knight.
Might
Possibly.
get number 3.
I get Mercedes Martinez.
Ooh,
That's not bad.
I like her too.
She's good.
Yeah. One of the hottest lesbians in wrestling.
Nice. Okay.
Really?
How many do we get?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. How many more do we?
You have 9, 10, and 12 left.
Okay.
12.
Up, I get LA Knight.
I told you.
You said 9 and what left?
Wait, no, I'm sorry. That was his pick.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he gets LA Knight.
Yeah, he gets LA Knight. So the only number left is 9. So I get House of Black.
So you get 9.
Oh, so you get the 1.
Yeah. Yep. So in tonight's draft, Alex the Heel, the producer of Dragon Force, will be getting Hook, Tommaso Ciampa, AOP with Paul Ellerling, Jacob Fatu, Victoria, and LA Knight. And on Warzone, I will be getting Death Triangle, Mercedes Martinez, Nikita Lyons, the Mike Bennett faction that I'm still in the middle of Googling,
That's your problem.
House of Black, and Piper Niven.
That's still good picks. They're still good picks for each other, and these are interesting, like random picks or draft picks to go along with this year.
Word. And I'm gonna start off by this. You already had your pay-per-view. You already know who we got.
Mm-hmm.
There's about to be somebody added to the little Paul Heyman faction.
Uh-oh. Is it his fellow Jewish comrade, LA Knight?
No.
No, okay.
Not. It's gonna be somebody that nobody would suspect me putting with Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman's a man that's about action. He's about drive. I'm not gonna do the rock song. I've been singing it all week.
I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it.
But nah, Paul Heyman is about to be a new advocate for Hook.
Oh, shit. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Now things are about to change up and get real different.
Oh, I like that a lot. That's some bangers right there.
Well, it's time for us to get out of here. We're a couple minutes over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back downstairs. Movie night. Because when y'all call, I tell you this Tuesday thing I'm still trying to get used to because I was in the middle of watching Marvel movies and then I was like, oh shit, today's Tuesday. God damn it, I gotta go get ready to podcast. Son of a bitch.
Well, it's something we got to get adjusted to now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get just to it real easily. I'm about to just set an alarm on my phone.
Yeah, true.
The group is called PCO. What it stands for, I haven't
PCO.
found yet, but they're called PCO.
Okay, so Mike Bennett's team is PCL.
Yes, PCO.
And now we'll be in Darth's federation there.
Yes. Well, I've been Darth Messiah. You, sir?
Alex the motherfucking Hill.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
We out of here.
Rah. Peace.